On a cold October night in 2019, a beloved mother and a successful insurance agent left her home and never came back. Days later, her lifeless body was found inside her own car with a mysterious gas canister, no signs of trauma, and the strong stench of deception. What really happened that night? Was it suicide or something far more sinister? Who was the man in black caught on CCTV? And how did love and debt spiral into betrayal and murder? On the morning of November 2, 2019, a man named Vong Chong, who was the younger brother of the missing woman, got a phone call from his niece. She said her mom, named Vang Na, hadn't been seen at home for several days, since around 11 p.m. on October 29th. No matter how much his niece tried, she couldn't get her mom to answer, so she told Vong Chong to help look for her. As soon as he got the call, Vong Chong rushed to his sister's house to find out what was really going on. He then learned from his niece that on that night, her mom was acting normal. Just like any other night, she even cooked and ate dinner as usual. She helped her with her homework, then quickly fell asleep. Her mother told her that she was going out for a bit, and since then, her mother had left the house and hadn't come back. So her older sibling hurried down to the underground parking and found that her sister's car was missing. They thought maybe her sister had an accident and decided to inform the police. She was over 40 years old, a city resident, and had worked in insurance for many years before separating from her husband. She lived alone with her daughter. Vong Chong told the police that his sister had just bought the car but was still paying it off, so the car company was definitely involved. The car had GPS. With help from the dealership, the police found the last location where Vang Na's car had stopped. It was near a crowded parking lot. They contacted Vong Chong, the car owner's younger brother, who got the spare key from their sister's house. He unlocked the car for the police to check it out. As soon as the door opened, a strong smell of gas came out. Inside the car, things were all shaken up. There was a hidden compartment in the middle with someone sitting inside. In the back seat, there was a gas canister and a bunch of other stuff. When the police checked the back of the car, they found a dead body lying just outside the vehicle. The body was small in size, with curly hair, neat, without any wounds on the body, and no bloodstains at all. According to the police investigation, the female corpse found in the car was his older sister, Vang Na, who had been missing. The body was found inside the vehicle. Besides the corpse in the car, a large gas canister was also discovered, which initially led people to suspect a suicide. But after a thorough police investigation, the suicide theory was mostly dismissed because her death was caused by external force trauma that led to suffocation, not by the gas. So who really killed her, and why was the gas canister there? The canister was meant to be used for something else. Looking at all the information before and after her disappearance, it seemed likely that Vang Na's death was caused by someone she knew. This was supported by information from her daughter, who told the police that her mother had left the house alone late at night on the day she disappeared. October 29th, 2019. Late at night, she left the house alone to meet someone as planned. It was believed that the other person must have been someone close to her. So who was this close person? Could it be the killer of Vang Na? Or someone else? Since this disappearance case was now being treated as a murder, the case was forwarded to the Central Office of the Regional Public Security Command for investigation. The District Criminal Police from Bongchang went to the scene and immediately found the victim's body lying face down, half inside the car, with bare feet and no shoes. There were clear signs of dragging marks on the legs. The victim was dressed normally, except her underwear was pulled up and looked stretched out. Besides that, the police found the victim's phone and shoes next to the body. The car showed no signs of collision or violent attack.
At the scene, police recovered a plastic gas container, a lighter, and several empty energy drink bottles in the back seat. Curiously, there was no smoke damage on Vang Na's clothing or interior of the car, only the overwhelming smell of gasoline. The car door was unlocked, and her purse was neatly placed on the passenger seat, still containing her ID, wallet, and mobile phone. Investigators immediately questioned the suicide theory. Why would someone go to such lengths yet not ignite the gasoline? Even stranger, there were drag marks leading to the car from a nearby alley. Surveillance footage from a hardware store across the street revealed a chilling figure. A man in a black jacket and helmet pulling a cart near the crime scene around 3 a.m., the same time Vang Na was believed to have died. Once the autopsy report came back, the suicide theory collapsed completely. There was no trace of carbon monoxide in her lungs, no burn marks, and no internal damage that matched a self-inflicted death. Instead, there was evidence of sedatives in her bloodstream, powerful ones. She had been drugged and killed elsewhere, then staged at the scene to look like a suicide. Detectives widened their net and began interviewing Vang Na's friends, co-workers, and neighbors. A key revelation came from one of her close friends, who revealed that Vang Na had recently ended a secret affair with a married man, Phang Vinh, a 41-year-old logistics company manager she'd met at a conference. Vang Na had fallen in love, but the relationship turned toxic when she found out Phang had lied about separating from his wife. She had recently threatened to expose the affair to Phang's wife and employer. In text messages found on her phone, Vang Na had confronted him multiple times, demanding he repay a $10,000 loan she had given him during their relationship. The messages grew tense, angry. "If you don't give me my money back," she wrote just days before her death, "I'll tell your wife everything." When police brought Phang Vinh in for questioning, he seemed calm. Too calm. He admitted to the affair, claimed they broke up peacefully, and denied any involvement in her death. However, inconsistencies in his timeline raised suspicions. Surveillance footage placed his motorcycle near Vang Na's apartment complex the night she disappeared, and forensic teams later discovered his DNA on the gas can handle. Police searched his home and found a hoodie matching the one worn by the man in the CCTV footage. In his garage was a trolley cart, the same type seen in the video. Still, Phang maintained his innocence, saying he had lent the hoodie to a friend and the cart was used for deliveries. But when detectives examined his phone records, they uncovered a deleted voice message, a chilling recording where Phang told a friend, "It's done. She won't bother me anymore."
Confronted with the mounting evidence, Phang Vinhen's demeanor changed. Under intense interrogation, he finally broke down and confessed, but claimed it was an accident. He said he only meant to scare Vang Na by drugging her and making her think she would die, hoping she would stop threatening him. According to him, the overdose was unintentional. But the evidence told a different story. Prosecutors revealed that Pang had searched online weeks before the murder for how to stage a suicide with gasoline and how much sedative to kill a person. He had also purchased the drugs illegally through a dark web marketplace. The trial, which gripped Songyang City for months, exposed the horrifying details of a man who could not stand to lose control. The prosecution argued that Pang was a manipulative, cowardly killer who used love and deceit to get what he wanted. And when Vang Na became inconvenient, he silenced her forever. Vang Na's family was devastated. Her parents broke down in tears during testimony, describing her as a joyful daughter who had worked hard to support them and build a respectable career. Her younger brother, trembling with emotion, shared how Vang Na had been planning to start her own insurance agency just months before she was killed. In March 2021, the verdict came down. Pang Vinhin was found guilty of premeditated murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The judge condemned his actions as a cold, calculated betrayal of trust and love. The case served as a brutal reminder of how dangerous hidden relationships and emotional manipulation can become. Vang Na was not just a victim. She was a woman who trusted too deeply, loved too sincerely, and died at the hands of someone who couldn't let her go.
If this heartbreaking story moved you, please like, comment, and share to support true crime awareness. Don't forget to subscribe to the X Story by P for more real, emotional crime cases every week. Your support helps keep these stories alive and justice remembered.